Donation from Goblin Factory, who says, first time donating, but I've been a big fan of GDQ events for years. So many awesome games to watch while working from home. Thank you for making this happen, even with all the difficulties of an online event. Also, who else is hyped for a Warframe speedrun? All right, and I do believe we are ready for our next run, which is going to be Dogarai by Felino Albino.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Felino. This is Dogorai, and today I'm gonna showcase the bad ending run, which is basically like an 80%. We're trying to finish the game as fast as we can, and by doing that, we're not going to everything the game has to offer, so we're gonna get the bad ending. And I have on my virtual couch Betty Princess.
Hello everyone, I'm Betty Princess. I'm another Dogorai speedrunner.
That's it. So let me do some quick menuing here. And time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. So as you can see, Dogorai has this very nice retro style visuals. It's a game made for a Game Boy engine. And the devs actually, for the final release, decided to go with a bit more enhanced visuals and enhanced controls, and that's what it looks like in the final version. But basically, you're gonna see that's very close to a Mega Man game.
Okay, so coming up is the first skip of the game. There are these big guards that if you slide into them and turn around at the same time of impact, you just phase through them. Normally you would have to go through the quick time event to fight them, but this skip that was found by Felino himself actually speed things up. Here is the boss for this tutorial level. There's not a lot to be said about them. They're very easy, it's just like go, kill them very fast. After killing them, we will open the world map of the game, and you will see that it's kind of Mega Man style. Different levels, you can play them in any order you want. Every runner has a preference. So, Felino goes first for the water plant, which is more like a sky level instead of a water level. This level is kind of dangerous because there's a lot of bottle speeds, flying robots going around. There's a section with a really long bottle speed section with robots shooting at you and slashing at you. And yeah, aside from this, it's a pretty chill level basically, technically, for a speedrun. And in the meantime, we have time for some donations.
All right, we have a $5 donation from Iggy Zig, who says, hey, donation station and fellow host, I'm sending this comment to bank in case you need to start excuse me here, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, in case we need to start up a donation train to meet an incentive. So here we are, let's just start a train anyway. A GDQ haiku, an unmet stretch goal, this simply will not do, y'all. $5 train, go.
So you saw that Felino picked up a floppy disk. That's for the good ending. So what happened in the story is that Ryder, Bonus, the main character, boyfriend, was captured by the villain, and to rescue him at the end, you need to get the 4 floppy disks that are scattered across the whole game. But you're not gonna see any of that, sadly. Just that one, because that one is the obligatory one to show the player that yes, these things exist and you have to be watching out for them. Felino is really close to the boss, so I'm just gonna explain the mechanics already. The gimmick for this boss is that they can multiply themselves during the boss fight in certain moments. I'm not gonna spoil it, but a fun little game for the people watching at home is try to find out how to differentiate between the real one and the fake one. The only hint I give is that it's a visual clue. And yes, for now, we just watch the fight. It's very fast. And I'll quickly explain the last level. Yeah, okay. Good job, Felipe. Okay, so the next level
Thanks.
is the ice level. The mechanic of this is that you have these ice surfaces and you can slide on them, storage your momentum, and go really, really fast. So this is, I would say, the second most technical level of the game because, you know, you have to control your slide, your speed. But it's very simple to do this. If you ever want to try running this game, it's you just hold the jump button instead of jumping normally. You just hold it, and you will keep bouncing with the momentum as long as you keep holding it. And you'll be seeing it in the big slide, which is like a slide that saves about 20 seconds if done correctly. And for now, we can have time for some donations while he goes to the boss.
Sure, we have a $5 donation from Really Angry Giant who says, "I'll join the train. Thanks for the great start to my morning." We have a $10 donation from Dunzo who says, "I like trains." We have a $10 donation from Ferocia who says, "Shout out to the GDQ runners and hosts. You are all great."
So that was the big slide. I got half of it, which is fine.
Yes, it's a very precise slide. It doesn't look like it, but you need the precise speed. If you are too slow, you can bump into the walls. And if you're too fast or not very precise with your jumps, you can just bump into the wall or fall into the holes. And coming here is basically Metal Sonic from Sonic 2. There's not a lot to say about this boss. You just have to evade their attacks and hope that their patterns is the fastest one, because they don't do a lot of damage actually, except with this one attack. It can kill you very easily if you're unlucky.
Yeah, that is that.
Yes. The next one is the lava level, the volcano caves. This level, I would say, is the hardest one to play casually, because, you know, you have these things flying from everywhere. You have lava that one hit kills you, enemies with flamethrowers, these little bird things flying at you. I don't know, I think they are birds. They look like birds.
I missed it. Sorry.
And yes, for a casual level, this can be hard and a bit frustrating sometimes, but for a speedrunning level, this is by far the easiest one because everything is in a cycle. So if you don't make mistakes, if you make every jump precisely at the right spot and so on, you won't ever have trouble with this level. And yes, Nymphelino will be going through a part where he has to run away from a lava wall. It looks scary, but it's also really easy if you just, know the patterns and go for it.
We can talk about the game backstory while I'm running from the lava.
Oh yes, so do you want me to say it or do you want to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the backstory is basically that a corporation dude went and said he created a lot of robots, and he said we don't need the police, we can just have the robots being the police. And there was peace for a little while, until the guy was like, you know what, I have a police robot force, I can just take over the world with this. And he took over the world. And we play as an ex-special officer that is basically saying, hey, you can do this, I'm gonna save the world then. And yes, we can squeeze in now a few donations, I would say.
All right, we do have quite a few here. Let's see, we have a $5 donation from Just a Train Passenger who says, trying to donate whenever the announcer mentions a train. Well, there you go. Exactly. We have a $5 donation from Drink More Tea who says, there was once a GDQ host who really liked limericks most, but the donation train caused him lots of pain because haikus are posted the most. Limericks are great. They are better than haiku. Is that teaching you rhymes? Oh, there we go. Nice. Clever. Excellent.
So this boss is very annoying. Felino did it
Yeah.
really fast, but he's the hardest hitting boss in the almost in I would say almost in the whole game. Very scary, by the way, the patterns and stuff, very hard to dodge. So this level, the desert base, the speed tech for this level is that there are enemies everywhere. This is the level with the most enemies. It's like robots, tanks, projectiles. It's crazy. So you can go fast here, you have to memorize where every enemy is, and you just like dodge, dodge, attack, dodge, dodge. As long as you don't bump into them, you won't lose any time. And coming here, Felino will do the only guard kill. He can't skip it because if he doesn't kill the guard, the door doesn't open. And after this, we'll have a motorcycle section that is really long. It's like a minute and a half, and like you can squeeze in a lot of donations there. So yeah, we are basically a dog samurai on a motorcycle. How cool is that? So yeah, we can squeeze in some donations in the meantime.
All right, just want to remind everybody that our next bonus game incentive is Resident Evil 3 Remake at $80,000 because we had a few donations come in for that. We have a $10 donation from Jimbo70 who says, let's make sure we get that RE3 run. And we have a $100 donation from Exploded Soda who says, let's get that bonus Resident Evil 3 Remake run. And yes, that will be completed at $80,000. So we still have quite a ways to go for that bonus game as well. So get your donations in for that.
Yeah, donate, people, please. I want to see Resident Evil.
Yes, we do. I would be the host for that if that gets unlocked. So just a little more incentive, obviously, for some people.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so if you see here on the top, just a quick fun trivia, that robot whooshing by is the boss for this area. It's the only level of the game where you can see the boss before the time to fight them. So yeah, it's just a quick fun trivia. We can squeeze in a few more donations while Felino makes his way to the end.
All right. We've got a few here. We have an anonymous $25 donation who says, I'm always excited for GDQ, but it is even better this year as I finally have enough money to donate. Thanks for all the hours of entertainment, and thanks for everything you guys are doing for charity. We have a $25 donation from Doc TRK, who says, good to see SGDQ keeps going in these trying times. Massive thanks to every single person involved. Runners, organizers, commentators, prize contributors, every Restream team, and of course, all the heroes at Doctors Without Borders. Keep going fast and stay safe.
Yeah, the boss is dead. Like, this is the,
Yeah, it's so fast.
this is the easiest boss in the whole game. Very predictable, very easy to kill. So for the next
Always
area,
a 2 or 3 cycle that was very easy.
yes, you can kill him very easy. So we're back to Greenland. It's the first level of the game. The whole city was destroyed by the robots. But Bones, our character, found out that the enemy base is actually deep inside the forest beyond the city gates. So we're going back to it, revisiting the level for a quick moment. We'll have a mid-level boss, and then we go to the forest. This boss is not hard at all, like, at all. They just take 5 hits to kill. There is a blinking dot on top of their head that you have to hit. They will do a punching attack, and you will jump on top of the fist, and then you jump on their head to hit them. But you can squeeze in a hit or 2 from the ground if you are lucky, and you can squeeze in a jump and a double slash to speed things up a bit.
Yeah, I need the ground hit. I'm gonna wait for the next fight.
No, it's okay. But yeah, now the
This
boss
is the
is...
normal way. The extra hits just make it like 8-9 seconds faster.
Yes. And now we are at the forest. The forest is the most technical level in the game. You might not look at it because Felino is good at the game, but I just jinxed it. But there are lasers. There are like enemies shooting at you from everywhere. There are these pesky lasers flying from everywhere, and there's this section we will see very soon with very, very small platforms. You have to hop on in front to traverse the area, and there are these little turret things shooting at you, and if they hit you and you fall, you have to go back to the very beginning of the section and jump on the platforms again. So you can lose quite some time here if that happens.
This is a run killer.
Yeah, this is a run killer level. But yeah, Feline is doing great on it. He's fine. Yeah, he's done with this part. And coming soon is the part where he has to destroy 2 generators to go through the force field, and there are like gauntlets left and right that he has to pass by, and by the end he destroys the generator, he goes into a teleporter that takes him back to the beginning, and then he goes and unlocks the next generator. But in the meantime, we can squeeze in more donations.
All right, we have $5 from Just a Train Passenger, who says, he said train again, and I agree, we need RE3. We have $5 from AJ0, who says, just moved recently, love the new place, can always hear the trains coming through. Mm-hmm. Sure
Nice.
can.
Yep. All aboard. You can talk about the boss. We're gonna reach in no time.
Oh, we can talk about earlier. Okay, so this is the rival. It's the scariest boss in the game as a runner.
Yeah, it's like the boss
because-
is not part of the robot force. She's here more like trying to put some sense into Bones on not pursuing this fool errand and get himself killed. But
Yes.
like every rival, we're gonna fight her, and so
Yes.
just to prove that we're right, we're gonna fight her.
Yeah, but she's very hard hitting. Her attacks do a lot of damage, and she attacks different from other bosses who have like predictable patterns. She can attack up, she can attack ahead of her, she can use a dash attack. Her attacks have a very long range. She can kind of like act based on what you're doing. But Feline did well. And now we are at the enemy base. There's not a lot to be said about this level. It's just like lasers everywhere, running through a very long section. And during at the end of the first half of this level, we'll have a boss rush. So we'll have
Yeah.
to fight again the 4 bosses we fought so far: the desert base, the ice level, and so on. And then make our way to the boss of this area. So for now, we have time for donations.
I want to talk something actually.
Oh, okay.
I want to take this time to actually go on how cool this is for me, because I start speedrunning not only this game, I start like my channel and speedrunning in general like in January. And what makes me what my motivations to do that was actually watching AGDQ in January. Not that I've never seen it before. I've been watching for 7 years now. But this year I was like, okay, I get some free time after everything I've been through last years. And I decided to put some effort in a game that I like, which Ogura seems fit. And here I am. So I just wanted to say, if you are into speedrun, you don't know where to start, pick up a game you like, put some 1,000 hours into it, and yeah, you'll get good at it eventually, and you might be here someday. Like it was my dream, and then it's coming true now. So you can do it. That's what I want to say. Oh, also, why did I pick Dogurai? I guess that's a good one. I'm actually Brazilian, and Dogurai is a Brazilian game. And when I first started my channel, I didn't know what I was going to play. I had a lot of options. But then I realized that I'm a game dev myself. I went for game design school, and I realized that we got a lot of great games in Brazil, but we don't have the visibility. So I decided that I would try to speedrun those Brazilian games that I like, and don't get visibility. So we have Dandara. Dandara was played earlier this GDQ, and it's a great game. It's an awesome game, and it gets lots of visibility and runners and stuff like that. So it shows a smaller game, and I intend to continue doing so. So after Dogurai, I have a couple more Brazilian games in line for me to speedrun starting next week. So shout outs if you wanna give me a follow, if you like what you see, if you like this game, if you are interested in knowing a bit more about the Brazilian game devs and their games and how fun they are and how accessible also, because they usually come like very cheap games. Not cheap in a sense. Bad games, they're just easy to buy. They go for low prices. So yeah, give me a follow, and you'll find out more about these games. And if you're interested in speedrunning Dogurai, please send me a message or anything like that. I'll be very, very happy to give you some tips.
Or Betty Princess, you know, I also speedrun this game.
That is true, yeah.
But the good ending, I like the longer run of the game.
I gotta go fast. I like going fast.
Yes, we can squeeze in some donations now.
Sure, and absolutely, it was great message, by the way. I totally agree with that. Just pick it up. Great message. We have a $5 donation from MK72, says, good morning. Woke up just in time to hear a train? All aboard. Let's unlock that next run. We have $25 from, I do believe it says Bonetti, who says, as a fellow Brazilian living abroad, I can't resist that beautiful Brazilian accent and high quality platforming. Stay strong during these scary times and good luck with the run. Goes to the incentive of runner's choice. And we have a $10 donation from K-Dog, who says, bonus games are always good. Let's get that Resident Evil 3 run.
We're approaching the final section
Yes,
of this level now.
we are going to go. You see these lasers and everything? It's because they are setting up a rocket to launch into space. If you look on the background, you can even see it spinning because we are actually walking around it. So it's pretty cool that it's a 3D effect in a 2D game. But yes, the boss for this level that is coming up like really soon is the Blob. They are a big run killer because they are RNG, like a lot. They have two attacks. They can either use a special attack, which makes them vulnerable after using it, and you can damage them, or they can try to punch you. Whenever they punch you, they don't get vulnerable, so you lose time. And sometimes you can get like 8 punches in a row and lose a world record pace run. That has happened. It's a true story.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
I think
sad.
we can.
It's very sad.
Yes,
And we didn't find a way to manipulate their energy so far. That would be very, very appreciated.
yeah, we know there's a seed and stuff, but it's such like anything minuscule can change the seed. So we don't know yet what can we do to make it precise and have a good RNG. But yeah, coming up here is the final level of the game. Is the space station where the final boss is in with Ryder, our the main character's boyfriend. It's Purple Land, basically. We're gonna find Ryder, the boyfriend, but unfortunately we don't have the 4 discs because Felino likes to go fast. He doesn't like happy endings. And unfortunately, because we don't have the floppy disks, Ryder is not saved. He's going to be processed and transformed into a robot. You know, just like Robotnik does with the animals in Sonic. And we have to fight him. But it's a really fast fight. If nothing bad happens during the fight, it's very fast. And after this is the boss fight. It's the boss fight. It can take a while to practice and to get fast and good at it. You can,
Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
It's a bit
At
tricky.
first, it looks like it's hard to hit, and it's
Yeah,
gonna
if you
take a lot
go
of time.
if you go easy, if you go slowly, it's fine. But if you try to go fast, you have to be very precise to go faster. Basically, they are floating around across the stage, and they carry this weapon that is a scythe. It's very long, and they will attack you with it, but it still damages you, even if they are not attacking. Just by touching the weapon is enough to take a good chunk of your health away. So yeah, you can die quite a lot here until you get used to doing this double jump that I still don't know how Felino does it correctly, because I can never do it, but he does it. And after the first half of the fight, they will change strategies. They will use thunder attacks. They will throw stuff at you. Oh yeah, and the time is coming up very soon if everything goes well.
The last hit on this boss is this time.
Yes, the moment the health bar for the boss is completely empty, it's time. But we will announce it when it happens, of course.
And one more hit.
Time.
That's it. That was Dogurai. We have a quick ending sequence now. The space station is being destroyed, but Bones was very badly damaged and couldn't make it out of the station on the bad ending. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about this.
If you wanna save Bonus, remember that you can always get the game yourself. Yes, and play it and go
and
for
try
the
good
ending.
Yeah, go for exploration. This game has collectibles for the good ending. Has hidden NPCs. That's a very cool achievement to find all of them. They tell a bit more about the game and the devs. I should have showed one of them, but that's okay. You're gonna find them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're not hard to find.
Yeah, they're just chilling in middle of destruction. This game is available for Switch, PS4, PC, on Steam, on itch.io. So yeah, give it a try. I highly recommend it. And again, if you want to know more about Brazilian games, talk to me. Follow me on Twitch. And hopefully next Monday, we'll be starting a brand new Brazilian game.
Yeah.
And I'll be submitting this game for next
GDQ. And if you ever want to learn how to run this game, you can always ask in the forums. Or if you ever want, just ask personally to Felino and me, because Felino is, has very good times on the leaderboard for bad ending, and I have really good times on the leaderboard for the good ending. So we can both give tips on each ending. But yeah.
Yep, pretty much that's it. So thanks for having me, and see you guys around.
All right. Thank you very much for that fantastic run of Dogurai. That was Felino Albino with a fantastic run. On short notice, too, we had to switch up. Now coming up next will be Eat Girl by Touhou. That will be coming up next, I do believe. And we had one more donation come in for that run. It was a $50 donation from ArcVoodle12, who said, I saw this game at the first step with J Hobbs and Kais, and I am excited to see the game destroyed. Thanks to everyone who make this awesome event happen, and destroyed it was. Thank you for the $50. All right, well, that's going to do it for me here at the virtual host desk. We're going to send it on over to our next host. That's going to be Dr. Bob Tastic, who will be taking over for me here. And I'll see you again if the Resident Evil 3 remake bonus run gets unlocked. So get those donations in for that. Dr. Bob Tastic will be coming up next after these Twitch ads.
Broadcast from a dark room full of tasty dots. This is Summer Games Done Quick 2020. Yes? And hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Bobtastic, and I'll be joining you for a couple of different runs here. And by a couple, I mean like 5. How's it going? My name is Dr. Bobtastic once again. And so this is Summer Games on Twitch 2020, and we are supporting Doctors Without Borders, and I know how to words. Hello, everybody. Once again, Doctors Without Borders is an amazing charity. It's an international medical humanitarian aid organization that works in over 17 countries around the world. And a big part of MSF's current operations is providing humanitarian aid to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. For the first time ever, MSF has recently started work in the U.S. In New York City, MSF partnered with local organizations to improve the infection prevention and control measures, open temporary relief stations offering free showers and toiletries, and information on additional services. MSF staff are assisting with contact tracing and the development of the dissemination of health promotion materials. And of course, you know, that's basically the reason we're doing all of this online this year. And, you know, hopefully, with the efforts of charities like Doctors Without Borders, we can get back to doing this in person sometime soon. All right. So the next run coming up is a run of Eat Girl by Toho, and we are going to be doing some donations coming up. So we have $5 from Ubergoat, who says, trains, as I heard there was something of a train going. Looks like we're trying to get to that Resident Evil 3 incentive coming up. And there's also plenty of other incentives coming up as well, so make sure to check out the bid tracker for that. We had $25 from Nux Tenma, who says, I woke up to the familiar sound of a train. 5 tickets, please. $10 from a humble passenger with friend. I couldn't decide, so have both a limerick and a haiku. I want to ride the train. That much is very plain. I want to join this trend, but it's more fun with a friend. So 2 tickets, please. For more gain. Runner, you're great. Let's keep this train running. Chat. RE3, please. Okay.